for us, and today I'm going to use our High Plains Bison Cajun Andouille sausage. And we're going to cook it up like a gumbo with some rice and some vegetables and really make it taste good. I've got my pan on and it's preheated. In fact, you can probably see a little bit of smoke. I want to make sure it's good and hot because we want to caramelize it. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and then immediately I'm going to add 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to give that a quick stir so it doesn't burn. Oh, that smells so good. And then I'm going to add 1 onion that I've chopped up. And this is a white onion, just a medium dice. And we're going to give that a stir. And what I want to do is get a little bit of browning. I want to be very careful I don't burn my garlic. Oh, I wish you could smell this. This is so good. Okay, the onions are browning up nicely. Now I want to add the rest of my ingredients. I'm going to add my green peppers. So I add 1 bell pepper, a green one, that I've chopped up. And I've got 3 stalks of celery. There we go. Get the rest of that stuff off the cutting board. And we're going to give this a stir. And then I'm going to add my tomatoes. And I've got really ripe tomatoes. It's about 2 cups. And I bought the Romas because they look the best. You want them nice and red. And I cut them in quarters because I like my tomatoes to be really big. That way if someone doesn't like them, they can pick them out. But yet it still gives it all the flavor. Again, I'll give this a nice stir, make sure nothing burns. And then I'm going to add my High Plains Bison sausage. And I cut those into big pieces because I like them to be big like that. And there are 8 sausages here. You can see how quickly this is going. There's the sausages. We're going to give this a stir. Get all those flavors mixed in together. This is a real simple dish to make. Everything happens in one dish. All you have to do is make sure you do all your prep work first. Okay, that's doing very well. Now I'm going to add my seasoning, and I'm using Paul Perdone's Magic, and this is his Meat Magic. And there's 1/3 of a cup of the Meat Magic. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of converted rice. That's Uncle Ben's converted rice. Now you can use jasmine, but I just like, for this dish, I like the converted rice. What we want to do is give this a stir so that the seasonings and the rice and all the vegetables get coated with the oil and the flavorings from our sautéing. Oh, doesn't that look good? Make sure you do a really good job. You don't want any clumps of seasonings. You want all the flavors to be dispersed equally. Isn't that beautiful? Now we're going to add, I like to use V8, but you could use tomato juice, and we're going to add about 2 cups. Just enough to cover. Just enough to cover. Doesn't that look gorgeous? And then we're going to bring that to a boil. We're going to cover it. We're going to reduce to a simmer for 20 minutes after it comes to a boil. Reduce it to a simmer. After 20 minutes, shut it off and leave it on the stove. In 45 minutes, it's done. And when this is all done, I'll show you a plate. It's been 45 minutes, and let's take a look and see if it's ready. Oh my gosh. Smell that. That looks really good. Well, let's give it a stir here, and I'm going to give it a taste. Now, as far as heat level, with the amount of seasonings that we used, it's only going to be about medium hot, about 5. But if you're like me, just get a few shots of your favorite hot sauce, and that'll spice it up just fine for you. And we're going to give it a taste now. Oh, it's perfect. Wonderful flavors. Just a little bit of heat. This is our High Plains Bison Cajun Andouille sausage.